Mk4 Supra. No way! Oh my god! Taking the lid off. Clutch was slipping. 430. Opened the bonnet. Genuinely shocked. Hello world! Welcome back to Accelerate and welcome back to my Honda S2000. That's like, I can't believe I get to say that. This intro may be a bit confusing because I'm on my way back from a long day at TTC. I had to pop down to TTC to speak to Ashley about some future projects that we've got at Accelerate. And one of the main things of those, and one of the first things we needed to do, was a power run to see what the S2000 is making power-wise, completely stock as a baseline. It was very last minute, but once again, Ashley, as always, going above and beyond, managed to squeeze me in within his very busy day. We also got some bonus footage. We were going to do a video of Luke's freshly imported Mk4 Supra. As you can see, unfortunately, they loaded the car up, got it onto the dyno, did a few runs, and it either seemed like the clutch was slipping or the car was just too aggressive for the dyno. No idea what power it's pushing. He was told 550 and then he was told 700, so obviously he doesn't know what to believe, so he's going to get it on the dyno. But it turned out, unfortunately, the clutch was slipping. So we were unable to get a power reading. So we hope he gets that sorted as soon as possible, because when it is all sorted, we will be having it on the channel for a full feature. We are so looking forward to that, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, the main reason you tuned into this video was to see what a bog standard Honda S2000 makes power-wise 20 years on, so let's get stuck in. Yeah, everyone looks at you funny when you've got a camera in your hand. Right, predictions. What do you reckon a bog standard S2000 is going to make 20 years later? No. It's a tough one, isn't it?
$200 maybe?
I said
standard.
240 from the factory. So I reckon
220-ish.
So I'm hoping for anything over 220 I'd be absolutely buzzing with, but I've been told this is a heartbreaker dyno. We'll have to confirm that with Ash. Predictions, what do you reckon?
I reckon about 223.
Ooh, I like this. Yeah. They are good engines. Ash, what do you reckon? You do this for a living. Predictions. You've had a long day, I'll let you off.
I have a good thing. 247. I don't know why you got that.
247? Wow, okay. Would you consider this dyno a heartbreaker dyno, or do you think it's pretty accurate? Or is it hard to see?
I think it's pretty accurate. Some days it's...
Depends what mood it's in, is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Do you know, I'm really curious to say, I have no idea what's going to happen. The car is completely standard. Just serviced it, we've done every single fluid. So we've got some very ambitious people here, I like it. So yes, just keep everything crossed. I just hope it's healthy, I suppose that's the main thing I want from today. So fingers crossed. No way! Oh my god! Oh, no! 238! I am absolutely buzzing. I cannot believe from the factory 20 years ago, they reckon around 240 brake horsepower. Well, what do you guys think of that then? Shove a camera in your face.
A lot more than what we all thought.
Yeah,
so.
like genuine. I was hoping for 220. I am absolutely buzzing with that. So let's see if yeah.
I think it should be. So.
Yeah. So we've done a few power runs now. It was consistently like 238, 239. Ashley was determined to get it to 240. Really respect his persistence. So one thing we wanted to try, just out of curiosity, was opening the bonnet. So we got the fan in front, opened the bonnet, and this is the figure we're now getting, which is a bit crazy. I think, like you said, I need to take my bonnet off, I think.
It's a lot done. So I'll do another run just to match it.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there and see if it matches. If it does, you're taking the bonnet off.
I'm leaving my bonnet here then, yeah, clearly. That's an insane, it just goes to show how important airflow is for an engine. It's crazy, isn't it?
So, especially these cars as well.
And I gotta say, I mean, I wish I got my initial reaction, because 239 brake is just incredible. I mean, that's a real testament to Honda and these engines. I know they put a lot of effort into them, but Jesus Christ, that's well happy with that, man.
The gain different from bonnet open, bonnet closed then.
Is that what that is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, Ash just said, I don't know if you heard that, this is the difference in the bonnet being closed and the bonnet being open. That's the gain.
It's a lot.
That's incredible, isn't it? The importance of airflow, kids. Wow.
Engineer explained.
Yeah. So as you probably noticed from that run, just out of sheer curiosity, I know that these air intake systems are very restricted from the factory. For those that don't know, all I've done is literally taken the lid off, and as you can picture, the lid sits there, so that is the only source of air coming in. We've taken the lid off the airbox, and like I said, I knew these were restrictive, but I squeeze past. What are we looking at, Ash?
So, red one stock, bonnet closed, standard airbox, everything stock.
Right.
And then we got bonnet open with the
With the lid off and
massive.
like that's
I'd like to see now the decat pipe on that as well, because that gives a sort of similar range as well.
Because it's the biggest restriction in the exhaust, isn't it?
Better. So it's going to be on the brake now.
That's it. Let's take more bits off. Well, for someone that does this day in day out, you know it's a compliment when Ash is impressed. So I am genuinely shocked. I don't know what I was expecting from today. I was expecting to be a bit disappointed, but 20 years on, and this is what we're looking at, and that is incredible. That is completely bone stock, bonnet closed, everything, and the blue is literally bonnet open with the lid off the airbox, nothing else. These cars are so over-engineered, but then so restricted, so wow. So, the final figure of the day. I don't know what I'm more impressed by. The fact, the figures that it's put out, or the difference in having the bonnet open and the airbox lid off. So this is what we're going with. Lighting's a bit shocking. So as you can see, the stock power, bonnet closed, everything completely standard, 239.4. This car's 20 years old. Now, I'll be the first person to say that dyno runs can be a bit pointless when it comes to figures, because you could go to 5 different dynos and get 5 different numbers. But we needed a baseline power figure before we start doing performance modifications, so we can clearly see the increase in power, if any. It was also out of sheer curiosity to see how close the power figure was to what Honda claimed 20 odd years ago. Honestly, a testament to Honda and their technology. I knew these engines were good, but my god. So just for fun and just out of sheer curiosity, we did a run with the bonnet open and the lid off. That's almost a 13 horsepower increase. I knew these were restrictive, but wow, I cannot believe. Yeah, anyone that knocks these cars, I mean, that should be enough proof in itself. It's basically what it was pushing from the factory 20 years on. I know this car has been very well maintained, so there's probably a lot to say about that as well. But we've got a few more. We've now got a few performance mods, so we've already spoke to Ashley. We are going to be back, so at least now we've got a baseline. Exhaust would be the first thing, so we're going to put the exhaust on, see what power it makes from there. Definitely do an intake mod, because I cannot believe how restricted this thing is. So, whew. I don't give these cars enough credit. Generally, I'm not a fan of the Seat Leons, but I mean, there's no denying that. What a pull that was. So for those who are wondering the spec on the Leon, because I certainly was, like I said, I've never really been a huge fan of them, but this car already is starting to convince me. What turbo did you say it was?
Oh, in development, GTX 3071.
Nice. And what else did you say? Obviously you said it was a forged, you forged the engine.
Yeah, forged engine,
yep.
3-inch downpipe, 3-inch decat, Airtech intercooler, CG motorsport clutch, 750cc Bosch injectors.
So that's me. It's been done properly, and the figures we've got so far, it has done 433, 373 foot-pound of torque. This thing, even on the dyno, you can see when the boost, I mean, the boost hits hard. So massive respect, man. And the fact that you've done it all properly, you've obviously spent a few quid on it.
Cheers,
so
mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I hope this was educational for you guys as well, because it's certainly been educational for me. I really wasn't expecting these results. So as always, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.